Hello. Hello, a very good evening. At the Box Bar Mini Stadium, we enter yet again for what promises to be a thrilling encounter between these two committed teams, structured teams, aiming to clean glory and possibly promotion to the country's top tier. Medina second on the table with 17 points against Uni Global, who sit 12 on the table with 12 points, 11 on the table rather with 12 points. So a win for Medina will take them back to the very top position after an Elite United draw over the week. Uni Global, on the other hand, will just be 2 points at the of Medina. So it is orange versus green and white today, as Uni Global on home ground today at the Box Bar Mini Stadium, a ground with which Medina's last visit came for a 2-1 scoreline against R Standing for what was an absolute cracking contest from Mustafa Jaju's belting drive and Hadim Gom's last ditch finish. So we enter, it is the hard segment. Sang, Medina's only defeat over the season came via the last game against Sue O'Connor. They'll be looking to go back to winning ways on a different new faces, starting for the very first time. A very, very good evening.
Yeah, very good evening, and it's good to be back with you. It's been a while. I think 2 games we've not been working together, so it's good to be back this evening. It promises to be a very, very interesting encounter. Medina will be looking forward to get back to winning ways and get back to the top of the standings. And Unique Global here, on the other hand, will try to make their position on the table better. So I don't think any of the teams will give less this evening. They will do their best. They will try to make sure that everything counts for them. So at the end of the day, it is Unique Global versus a team that is very, very motivated and highly on form. It's just that there was a slip up at Jara Summer, where the unbeaten Suokono is still making it difficult for teams in the second division. But I think it's beautiful. I don't think there is any team that is unbeatable. But it's a wake-up call for us, and I think the boys are ready today to turn the things around.
Indeed, so Saturday is just on the field today, but even in the commentary cabin, we have the man that was missing for 2 games now, but back. On goal for Medina is Umar Keita, who has so far played every possible second for Medina United. On the right-hand side is the always present Landing Jata, who will be playing the right wing back position, while on the left comes a bit of a surprise with Abdul Jaju to occupy the left wing back. And on the hand of the defense is Lamin Cisse, Abdullah Conte, and today to be supported by Ndao, the tall, lanky centre back. A double pivot of Mustafa Jaju and Adam Ajad will be entrusted the responsibility of locking down the midfield. Will Shello Jallo locks them on attack is Umar Bojam, who is making his first start of the season to partner with Modu Sajo up front. Sang, a change lineup, a much maligned team. That's what they always say, after a defeat you got to freshen things up. That's what the gaffer is doing.
Yeah, but I think it's a very, very serious change. Almost the whole team has been overhauled. Positions have been changed. But he's the coach. At the end of the day, you have to give him that space to do his job. So if there are questions to be asked, he's the one who is going to face the inquiry. But I think a lot of changes has been done in the team. But maybe he knows why he did the changes, and the players that are given the chance today must have to prove themselves worthy to be on the team. So they just have to do their best and also prove that the coach is not wrong by making those changes.
New tactical plans, tactical game after the only defeat came in summer, a little or a day less or a day more of a week. Well, it's a big question to claim the 3 points for the very first time. New names in the XI for the very first time making their start as far as this year's country's second division is concerned. Only the referees watch been waiting for. As for Uni Global, they have Yusuf Asamate on goal. Usman Saneng is their skipper. Pa Abdul Dafi wears the 5. Usman Jame wears the 12. Bakari Farigo Baji. They also have Ismail Afal, Modlamin Bojang, Mamina Baji, Abdullah Danso, Ibrahim Juara, and Lamin Kinte to complete their line. As on their home soil today, wearing green and some white strips to their shirts. Selo Jallo has 6 goal contribution to his name so far. Like I said last week, every player in the world will be proud of those numbers. Modou Sadio stretching the field wide as Umar Bojang standing behind him. Wow, some tactical plans as the central referee waited, as he's waiting for sub 4, of course. Well, Sang, we are having it the real way now, ensuring that the game starts at the time it ought to be, as the referee was looking at his clock, waiting for the time, but it does start. Selo Jallo controls at the edge of the center circle. Time to go through to Umar Bojang, who has scored more goals for Medina last season than any other player. He received the top scorer award at the club's award ceremony day. As to Boasi, the player of the season, who is on the bench today after making his first start of last season. While Jaite, signed from Wild Club, who was yet to miss a second day season, is also finding his way into the bench, as Abdul Jaju given the responsibility of steering down the left wing back position. So Uni Global have a man down for what the referee felt was an overstretched leg by Umar Bojang, justifiably so, and receiving support from the officials as their netminder Yusuf Samate bouncing the ball in his territory. Mustafa Jaju calling on them on their readiness, on their technical awareness, and so much more, as Bojang has hands on waist, and Selo Jallo giving some advice to Modou Sadio, possibly some communication there. Well, the two centre-forward need him today because he's playing directly behind them, and on his day he can tee up any striker in the world.
Yes, Selo is that kind of player that has those magic touches and feet, and he can do anything. So I think the two strikers should be on their best. I think Omar Bojang shouldn't have done that. That was unnecessary. He knows what Selo was going to do the next minute, and why wasn't he running already? So he was too slow. He didn't get onto the speed on time. He didn't get into the space on time. He didn't make the run. So that was just poor timing, and it resulted to a foul that was very unnecessary. You can see the skipper is still limping. Yeah. I think he's going through some kind of pain there. But I think, like you said, they really need a Selo behind them. And if they focus, they pay attention and make the right decisions, he's going to feed them.
Indeed, he's going to feed them. And their skipper is Usman Sanyang, who's wobbled off, who's still receiving some treatment from the officials. They have a free kick in their own territory, which they'll be going long. As Adama Jata backpedaling, so to Lamin Sise. Jata winning that header. Landing Jata conducts it down for Mustafa Jaju, who has registered 3 goals to his name so far. The last time they visited his ground, he scored a belting drive against RS Talending. Great tackle from the number 7 on the deep left, Ibrahim Juara. Conte Abdullahi, bring it back to now. Lamin Sise, Ramos they call him. Landing Jata comes calling, once it and gets it. Touching it down to Jata Mada. Calling on their composer and calm. As Uni Global so far behind the ball. Every one of their players behind the ball at the minute. Now, the tall lanky centre back, who has some professional experience to his name, played in different countries as far as football is concerned. Of course, we'll bring you his profile in the early stages of the second period. As it ought to be. Jata landing, twisting and turning. Adama Jata once it and gets it. Who is now seems to be gelling in on the DM role, although a box-to-box midfielder, as none of Medina's orthodox DM so far available. Sidi Keita out with a groin injury. Brand Mendy out with a fracture. But of course, hopefully, the two of them will start training by next week. Uni Global clearing their line. Now heading it back to Cisse, who's heading it all the way back to the netminder Omar Keita. It's headed passes. Conte Abdullahi. Compost back 3. Now rolling it coldly for Cisse. Omar Keita. As Uni Global's 11 in Abdullah Danso wanted to press deep, but ought to stay by his colleagues. Selo Jallo controls, but Hope fails to control that well. As Uni Global coming with a counter. That was a tuck from the back and a good call from the central referee. A free kick for Uni Global. He knew what he was doing. He stepped in front of between Landing Jata and the ball, and it was not intentional. It was more or less like a collision, but it's a very, very good foul and an intelligent play from their their number 12, who is Usman Jamesan.
Yeah, I think he committed landing, and landing has to just make sure that he trips him over, and then the referee was spot on, and that was a foul. That was brilliant from the player.
Indeed, brilliant from the player. Push at the edge of the box. Bind down a free kick for Uni Global at a very good position. It's Umar Keita's responsibility to ensure that that back line is locked as he possibly can. But the gaffer for Uni Global on the technical bench for today. Still in the early parts of the game, their keeper is down, nursing a bit of pain, as that leg tuck from Umar Bojang still seems to be having an effect on his leg. Usman Sanyang stretching his leg midway through the center half. The referee is not aware. I'm not sure he needs the assistance of the referee. Maybe he's just stretching him leg, but he should not sit on the football field. Well, on the ground, attention of the everyone should have to be called on. But it's okay to continue. He just went down, possibly to stretch his leg. And here comes the free kick committee for Uni Global with their number 6 in Bakari Farigo Baji behind that, and a very sweet left-footed player too. But Farigo looks to be better placed with the dreadlocks, and studio number 12 also behind the Usman Jame. Is it Farigo or Jame? The whistle is gone. Farigo Baji. It went a little over the crossbar. We knew he was going for the far post, but not the best of ideas anyway, because Umar Keita was already in that position. Abdul Jajo going along to Modu Sajo, who is chasing that ball with his life. So to the center half, who chased it all the way, who is a part of the Dafe, and that ball roll out for a goal kick for Uni Global. With the netminder in Yusuf Fasamate will be taking, as he has Farigo Baji and Jame next to him. Right-footed sweet center half. Farigo slipped, but managed to stay on his ground. Goes long, looks to connect his teammates at the edge of the box. Still negotiating to control that ball. Going long, great headed clearance by Abdullahi Conte. He read that well. Umar Bojan touching it back to Selu Jallo. What a wonderful touch. Selu was going for a Rabona pass, but he failed to time that ball well, and that was out for a throw. I think Uni Global also are playing a similar formation to that of Medina, a back three. Just that their center forward look to be a bit more lonelier than Medina's two front men. But we have to understand the formation well, because they also have their number 10 is playing a similar role to that of Selu, trying to link the two attack. If you're observing well, that is Molam and Bojang. It's this information. Is that the reason why maybe Gafar Jan come with the lineup?
No, definitely. I don't think that's the case. But Alujai needs to score today. He needs to win. So he has to be counting on the quick fits of Lanin Jata and Abdul Jaju on the other side, and then the two deadly forwards in Omar Bojang and then Sajo, and then you have Selu Jalo behind them. So
the idea is to have more numbers in the penalty area.
The idea is to overflow the midfield and make sure that you constantly dominate in the midfield. When you do that, you will be able to have chances to press forward and create problems for the opposite team.
Okay, just okay will do for now. And here comes a throw for Uni Global on the deep right of the field. As they go along, Abdullah Conte jumps, but foul, said the central referee. As he feels, Abdullah headed the opponents at the back, not the ball entirely anyway. Well, it's a debatable decision, but he's in a better position than we are. And he whistles a free kick. Here we go. Uni Global looks to be building in the game. They're having some dead ball situation inside the Medina United territory. They had a free kick a few minutes ago. Here comes another, which they will be delivering in the penalty area. Long one. Umar Bojan coming back to help the defense line. As Modu Sajo chasing that ball on the deep left, but the number 7 failed to have a control under. Umar Bojan now managed to win it back. Modu Sajo touching it long to Selu Jalo, who will be trying to keep that ball in play. But that's out for a throw. Yeah, that was some lack of focus there from the central referee. We all knew he knows that it's a throw for Uni Global, even from where we're sitting. Adam Ajata winning that ball now. Those second balls, cleaning them is the role of a DM, but he failed to connect his attacking third. Baji looks to go long. And that is not the best of headers from Molamin Bojang. And that's out for trouble. Laninja takes it to Selu Jalo, who is controlling with more Sajawal, bring it back to Selu, who first beat his marker. And Uni Global, Bojang will now have the chance to collect. As he's calling on his forward line to make the run into the penalty area. Touching it well. Adam Ajado coming back. Still Bojang twisting and turning, trying to get past his marker. Went down. Nothing says the central referee. Selu was going for a lofted ball. Winning that ball by again. Adam Ajado negotiating. I think they had a bit of a communication problem there. Uni Global now inside the penalty area. That is a wonder goal. That is a wonder goal from Ibrahim Juara for Uni Global. A bit of a miscommunication there. Ibrahim Juara pounds on the deep line of the field, and Uni Global lead 1-0 at the Boxbar Mini Stadium. So.
I think that was a howler between Jata and Selu. That is where the problem came, and at the blind side there you could see that the recovery was slow. Everything was just it was just crumbling there. So you could see from the very moment Selu and Jata lost that ball, you could see that there was going to be trouble, and definitely the player for Unique Global did very well. He took his time and then buried the ball in the net, and that's one for them. And I think the boys have to wake up and just take the game to Unique Global and just be aware that this is a very important game that we cannot go just without a point or without 3 points.
Yeah, I think it is basic all around the world. When DM defensive midfielder lose a ball on that area, it's usually a danger. It's just basic. It's just basic, and I think they had a bit of a communication problem there, and they ought to have done better. And Uni Global leading by a goal to nil and having a man down. The Birkama Boxbar Mini Stadium with a little over 11 minutes on the clock. Oh, he's been stretched off. That doesn't look good. That definitely doesn't look good. He's been stretched off. And let's see if they have also a man warming up. That is not looking good for the number 24, who is Ismail Afal. Fall down. So Abdullah Conte now pressing. Time to lay in that Drew Paul. Adam Ajata winning that ball back to Abdullah Conte, who touched it well. Tondao. Amin Sise. Ismail Afal is visibly nursing an almighty pain near the commentary desk. As he is in tears, it looks as though the ankle remains to be seen. Medina pressing into the penalty area. Farigo Baji loses that. Selu Jallo trying to turn. Loses that to Bojang. Bojang winning that hefty challenge. As they're coming in again with numbers. This looks to be the plan. Win the ball back and hit them on the break. He does absolutely well. Overnumbering Medina United. That was a long switch on the deep left of the field. Landing Jara trying to win the ball back, but they're still managing to win. So here comes Usman. Adeche the boss going for a first time delivery. Abdullah Conte. But great handle there by Umar Kedad in the minder. As he plays it through for Mustafa Jaju. Medina's Jewel at the moment running onto the opponents now. But Bojan try to close him down in the best way possible. Mustafa connecting Abdul Jaju on the deep left of the field. Jaju twisting and turning. That was a heavy touch, but does manage to win a corner for Medina United. And the number 8 is coming in Abubakar Jaju. Ismail Afal making way. So Abubakar Jaju is in. Ismail Afal foul making way for Abubakar Jaju. Here comes a Medina United corner to be taken by Mustafa Jaju on the deep left of the field. Jaju to bring in an on-swinger. Omar Bojang jumps at the near post. He ought to have had a shot on target, but his header went a little bit off target, and that will be a goal kick for Uni Global. Foul is still visibly noticing an almighty pain. Long one from Farigo Baji. Landing Jata controls. Touching it down to Selu Jalo. Selu looks to go long. Great first time control, but Selu winning it back again. And here comes the right attack. Running into the penalty area now. Their goal scorer who touching leg it first time. And that is again another strike. Lame Sisa put his body in front of the ball. And Omar Keita manages to handle. Sise Ndau going to Abdullah Conte. Conte looking to turn to Omar Keita, the netminder. Compose and calm the auto play. Sise Keita. Easy Gaffa Alajan is telling them. Omar Keita miscued that, but luckily for him, it landed on the foot of Now. That was not the idea that we all can confirm. Conte, Gaffa Alajan calling on them to be calm, calling on them to be composed, calling on them to find a space. Jata landing, going all the way back to Lamin Sise. Sise, composed and calm as Uni Global wouldn't bother. As they're sitting patiently behind the ball. That's exactly the instruction from their Gaffa. They have the first goal that they came in here for, and they're enjoying their lives at the moment. Modu Sajo. Conte Abdullah goes long. Omar Bojang controls down to Abdu Jaju. But Uni Global clear their line. Now, miscued that ball. And that was a handle against Now. And a yellow card for the tall lanky centre half. Now comes Farigo Baji, the mid among the centre halves. Without clearing his line, back to the penalty area, he jumps and winning that first time header to Mustafa Jaju. Modu Sajo controls, twisting and turning, looking for Selo Jalo. Jalo rolling it well for Landing Jata. Jata miscued that. Nothing said the central referee as play continues to Abdullah Conte on the left, deep left of the field. Conte. Twisting and turning, rolling it well for Abdu Jaju, who's running into the penalty area. Jaju still turning, managing to get past his marker. First time delivered into the penalty area. Great defensive header there by their skipper in Usman. As he's heading it all the way out, as we have 18 minutes on the clock. As Uni Global lead by a goal to nil, thanks to an early opener from their number 7, who is Ibrahim Juwara. Cello down to Abdu, who's going for a delivery. It falls. The netminder miscued that. Landing Jata control now at the edge of the box. Jata going for a delivery too close, and the Gaffa, the netminder there loses that, and that is the equalizer from Modu Sajo. The goalkeeper, that was a howler there, and Medina United are back on level terms thanks to Modu Sajo's early goal for his first goal of the season. And at the Box Bar Mini Stadium, from behind, an equalizer. That was an almighty howler from the netminder, an absolute howler, and a very, very cheap goal to concede in a game of such magnitude. Well, Sang, this goal reminds me of Jordan Pickford against Liverpool in the 95th minute, tipping the ball off the crossbar, putting it on a plate for Reggie. It's an exact replica of that goal.
Yeah, that was just a howler. That was just terrible goalkeeping. He did that and he got away the first time. The ball came back sailing and he made a mess of it, and Mosajo had no choice but to pounce on it and to bring Medina on level terms. And I think now it's game on. So Medina has seen what Uni Global is capable of doing, and that should be a wake-up call for them. We just don't have to compromise. We just don't have to play with this game. Let's take the game to them and get the maximum needed points.
Taking the game to them now is the instruction. Keita goes long. Modisayo jumps, but the skipper will clear their line. Uni Global at the moment looks a bit rattled as Adama Jada controls. Goes long to Abdul Jaju, who's touching it down to Omar Bojang, who's chasing the defenders with all he has now at the moment. But clear defending there by the skipper. Touching it down well. The tempo of the game looks to be coming up as the game is back on level terms. Advantage, free kick. You don't force him to get up like that. It's an almighty pain. He hit him on his elbow, yeah? And that looks to be painful anyway. But Boji, Farigo, looks for Usman, the number 12, who miscued that ball. And that's out for a try for Medina United. To be taken by Landing Jata, which the gaffer, Alijan, calling on them, what a touch. Lamin looks to be the defender of the season for Medina so far. Calm. And Abdullah Conte to his. What a pass to Adama Jata, who's going long. Abdul Jaji winning that ball at the edge of the box now. Who's trying to control? Omar Bojang does manage to control there, but that is not opportunity Barrett. And Uni Global again will have the chance to come back at Medina as they try to play to Usman on the left of the field, who again fails to control, with the gaffer calling on them to be calm, calling on them to be composed. Both gaffers now busy on the technical area. They're needing it more than anything else in this world. A win for Medina will take them all the way back to the top position after El Dinari rather shared the spoils over the weekend on the nil scoreline. We'll confirm against who in seconds. Abdul Jaju managed to win the ball back to Abdullah Conte, who is going all the way back to the netminder Omar Keita. Keita, Lamin Sise, and the Jata Osh to open the field wide. Conte Abdullah. Yelling at the touchline, shouting on them to follow the instruction right. They'll get it right. It will take a bit more of time. Selo Jalo. That is a free kick against Omar Bojang in favor of Uni Global. Yeah, he's a hungry striker. He wants to be everywhere near the ball in the striking department. Farigo Baji to control for Uni Global. To the netminder Isufa Samate. Baji switching play all the way to the deep right of the field. Abdul was already coming in there to close down the space. Here comes their skipper going long. Lamis is a back pedaling. He read that well. Abdullah Conte controls for the first time, and maybe the first touch there rather. Ball not fully cleared, but Conte again would have the chance to pick up that loose ball. Dribble in a very dangerous zone as the Uni Global coming in again at the edge of the box. To pass, he was Ocean. Usman still running inside the penalty area for a first time delivery. An almighty opportunity for Uni Global, but Juara miscued that, and Medina United were already back defending. Usman again coming in. Controls well. Touching it a quick 1-2. Here comes their newly shot, but miscued that pass. Omar Bojang laying it for, who is now switching play. Good pass to Modu Sajo. Sajo running inside the penalty area. He's trying to turn, loading it well for Omar Bojang, who is not from the back. Nothing says the central referee. I think that was too cheap.
No.
You think it's a penalty?
It is. The slightest of touches when you are behind a player who is inside the box is a penalty. There's no joke about that.
And he was behind him. Is that also another justification? The one who he was behind.
Yeah, it's a penalty. You don't have anything to do. How can you get the ball from him when you are behind him? You didn't touch the ball. You touch his feet. That should be.
Should be. Sesang. And Bojang is down. Yeah, it looked as though he was tipped on his leg. On his foot there, rather?
There's no chip penalty except there is no contact.
Say that again?
I don't think there is any chip penalty except there is no contact. But when there is a contact in such a position and situation, it should be called for. That's a penalty.
So I see some pundits will say, if this was outside the box, it's a foul.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah?
Of course.
So if it is a foul outside the box, what is the difference?
So that tells you it should be a penalty. So
A foul is a foul.
A foul is a foul. If it is qualified on it being a foul, so why isn't it not a foul inside the box?
And everyone in the field can confirm that any other place other than that line, it would have been visually a foul.
Of course, it would have been a foul. But you know, right? You know, I know that if he did not take Selo from behind, Omar from behind, that was already a goal. Definitely.
Okay. But then, game on, 1-1. Modou Sadio for Medina and Ibrahima Juara for Uni Global. Kafale Jan seems busy on technical instruction. But Lamin Dabo and Dominic Boasi warming up. Marqueta was down, nursing pain. The injured player Ismaila looks to be okay. He's now wobbling the technical bench for Uni Global. Here comes Global now coming in. Trying to play in a quick combination. And the Jata is now urged to close down the field by Gafali Jain. Here comes their skipper, their number 2 in Usman Sanyang. Simple, the Gafali Jain was telling them. He called them earlier on for instruction. And now looks to be happy with that. But Sello Jallo couldn't control. As Uni Global have another chance to attack. Here comes their newly subbed, their number 8 in Jaju. Jaju goes long to Usman on the deep left of the field. Then Usman Jame. Jame trying to send in a delivery, it touched. And Omar Keita was stopping that ball from going out for a corner. As he handles well, scanning the entire fray of the field. And looking to go all the way to Abdullah Conte. Back to Keita. Compose and calm, easy. Kafale Jan calling on them easy. Wherever you are watching us from, we are at the Box Bar Mini Stadium. There's a country's second division for the 8th game of the season. CCL Amin. It's Uni Global 1, Medina United 1. Juara for Uni Global and Modou Sadio for Medina United. A win for Medina, taking them to the top of the table. A win for Uni Global, taking them all the way to 15 points. Just 2 at 3 for Medina. And it can go in either way. Sellu Jallo at the edge of the box. Rolling it well for Modou Sadio. A quick combination. That is a super finish. A nifty finish from Sellu Jallo. A superb combination between Sellu and Modou Sadio. All selfish players at the edge of the box. They combined superbly well. And Sellu has his 3rd goal of the season for his 7-goal contribution. 2-1 Medina United.
Yeah, I did tell you in the beginning, if Modou Sadio and Omar Bojan should just focus in the game and pay attention, Sello is going to feed them. So you can see the combination between Sello and Modou Sadio. That tells you that he has those magic touches and he can do anything at any time. He is the kind of player that can be off the game. He can just disappear off the grid and then suddenly there's a bang and then it's Sello. So it's a beautiful combination. They combine very well, and I think now is the time that they have to focus more, because Uni Global will try to put more pressure to try to come back from that two goals scoreline. So it is game on.
You are the former coach. You are the one who was one time on so many technical grounds, built so many Gambian young players. I know some who are in the international stage that you have once coached. Now I'll ask you tactical advice, because I have an observation. Please tell me if I'm wrong. Yeah? Medina United, considered here against Serekunda FC, equalized instantly. Adrenoda went on to win 3-1. They are considered against Arasarending 2 weeks ago here, equalized, scored in the late part of the game. Today they conceded, equalized, and scored. What I feel now is there is complacency from the boys now. I feel the boys feel as though they are better than most teams in their hearts, in their minds, and they score when they want to. They win when they want to. Is that right? Is that the right assessment here?
I think it might not be the right assessment, but it comes down to attitude and mentality. They just have to be ruthless every game because you're looking forward to going to the first division, and inconsistency is not going to help. So
complacency will not help.
Yeah, they just have to be mentally strong. They have to be tough. They have to be ruthless. Every game should just be the same approach. They just have to come to win. They have the team. They have the squad. They have the gaffer. So all they need to do is just to focus, take the game to the opponent, play to their strength, and then get the results. That's the most important thing. But complacency and not respecting other teams will not help. That's why I think that's one of the reasons why we lost against Suokono. We should respect teams like that. Yeah. We don't just have to underrate any opponent. So we just have to play to our strength because we have the team.
Underrating opponents should not be an option. Omar Keita. 2-1 Medina in the lead. First Modu Sadio, then Selu Jalo. Modu has so far registered a goal and assist. At the moment, the Medina's man of the match, although Sang earlier calling for their concentration. Sang said if they're in the right pockets of spaces, they could help Medina. And Modu Sadio at that point was in the right pocket and did half an assist. But Modu could have gone for goal.
Yeah, that's the beauty of a pair. When you have a pair, you will love them to play together. You will love them to find each other. You will love them to create goals for each other, and that brings the unity and the chemistry. So when that happens, you remember the MSN. Yeah. You Messi, Suarez, and Neymar. So they play for each other. So it gets very difficult who to man when they come into the box. So anybody can score, and when we have that chemistry, it's going to be good. I like that bonding, and like I said, if they are in the right space, the right running, the right decision, Selu is going to feed them. Always.
Indeed. Always. And I'm very much sure Selu was not expecting a return pass. I'm very much sure he was just passing him to find the back of the net. But in the end, he had a goal all by himself. But clear out. Medina looks to want another. Now, Keita Omar to Abdullah Conte. Mustafa Jaju finding that space, rolling it back to Ndao, who is switching play all the way to Omar Keita, who controls first time. Sisei, landing Jata. Long one to Modu Sadio, who tried to chest it down, he could not. And that is a free kick for Uni Global. Good fight back, and Gaffa Alujani wasn't happy. It was a moving ball, and the central referee wants that ball dead on the ground. It is now Farigo Baji connecting Jaju, who fails to control. Modu Sadio touching it down to Adama Jata, who's going all the way back to Sise Lamin, rolling it composedly and calmly to Omar Keita, the netminder. Keita, composed, committed, as we have 32 minutes on the clock so far. Still 2-1 for Medina United. As Ouagadougou are losing by a goal to nil against Serekunda on a different venue. Well, yesterday in the country's second division, Gunjuri United lost 2-1 on the hands of Walidan, the Blue Boys. The 16-time Gambia's League champions, Latrikunda, shared this sports with Baluosar. Latrikunda came from behind at their own ground to equalize. And RS Talending side the sports with Suokono by a 0-0. Suokono are the only team in the second division yet to muster a defeat. Tuesday, Gambia Port Authority Tom SF United by 3 goals to nil. Serekunda United FC were 1-0 to the good on the hands of Kanifingis, and Kwale Stars shared the spoils with Elite United. So it means Medina, who are second at the moment, are on top of the table. If only the game ends like this. So a win for Medina, taking them all the way to 20 points. Good pass from Mustafa to Abdul Jaju. The Medina felt that Abdul was on an onside position, but the assistant referee again will argue that he's better placed. So here comes a free kick for Uni Global in their own territory. After trailing by 2 goals to 1 at the Box Palm Mini Stadium, Adama Jata heading it up all the way to Bojang. Bojang I think the Ismaila, Abdul Jaju de Arada touching it well to Omar Bojang offside. I think the loss of Ismaila Fall is contributing. I observe that Bojang, their number 10, was the one behind the strikers before Ismaila went off. And when Ismaila went out, they brought in Jaju, the number 8. Now Bojang is now as part of the double pivot, like the same role in which Mustafa Jaju and Adam Ajada are playing in. I think Bojang going down is also killing their attacking impetus a little bit on my observation.
Yeah, I think they are very cautious of Medina, so he's not fully committed to playing that. It's just a symbolic formation, but they are not playing it like Medina. Medina has 2 players up front. It doesn't matter what is happening at the back. They have 2 strikers waiting, and they have Selo who drops deep into the pockets to get the balls and launch the attack. So I think they are not fluent with that formation.
I think when they are defending, they are like a 5-4-1 formation, like when they are defending. So it's when they're attacking now, you see now them having numbers toward the attack with the attacking midfielder behind there and so on. But you're right.
Yeah, they play the 4-3-3 when they are going forward, yeah. But when they are defending, it's 5-4-1.
Yeah, I think their formation is more deep than that of Medina. Nothing. So the central referee. The striker is still down. Selu Jallo. Twisting and turning. Touching it well to landing Jata. Back to Selu Jallo. Selu controls. Calling in that composer and calm. So far, on the score sheet for Medina, assist 3rd goal and 4 assists, 7 goal contribution to his name so far. I think he could be one of the most prolific player we have in the 2nd division so far, as far as goal contribution is concerned. There are others who have scored 7 goals already also, but the combination of assists too as an attacking midfielder is absolutely superb. He told me in the locker room that he is going to score. I told him, no, I don't need your goal, just get me 2 assists. That's where I need your role. And well, his promise is fulfilled. Now it's my plea that is missing.
Definitely, I think he's a fantastic player. No doubt the best player in the 2nd division, yeah. Hands down. So, like he told you that he was going to score, he is very confident, and I don't see him forcing anything any day. He plays easy. Yeah. He plays to his rhythm. He waits for his moments, and when they come, he tries to make the best use of them, and that's exactly what he's doing.
Yeah. And the manner in which he shot that ball, the ball was under his feet, like he was already like between his feet, sort of. Yeah. So the manner in which he managed to lob that ball to the goal was absolutely remarkable, Sam.
That's quality.
That's quality.
That's quality.
That's the right description, Sam. That is super quality. It's long switch of play for Uni Global as they chasing the equalizer. Medina for a moment backpedaling, but also there are 2 center forwards still remaining in an attacking position. Maybe that's what Sam was referring to. Selu Jallo helping in that defensive cover. At any point, they remain there attacking. And Adam Ajata loses that challenge. A late challenge from Adam Ajata. And that is a free kick for Uni Global. Midway through Medina's half, the number 12 will be taking the resulting ball in Usman Jame, their left full back, left-footed, sweet left wing back rather, Fetiday. They have Bojang 2, their number 10 behind that ball. Netminder Omar Keita organizing his body well. Jame, and an in swinger, push from the far post, and that's the equalizer. A wonderful header again. And the back on level terms, a defensive miscommunication. And Uni Global are back on level terms, 2-2. A poor goal.
That was a very poor goal. The ball went slow. It sailed in the air. Nobody was there to communicate to the blind side, and the header was just perfect. So I think, like I said, when we got the 2 goals, we just have to increase our focus, our level of concentration. We have to take the game to Uni Global. Yeah. We have to respect them because we've seen what they are capable of doing. So this is what we are not doing. We are getting the goals and they are getting them back. So it's not encouraging. We have to be consistent.
Consistent they got to be. I think that goal scorer, I'll wait confirmation, but it looks to be Abdullah Danso, the number 11. We will have a confirmation on that. Hopefully, at the locker, a halftime break there, rather. Alamajara chasing all the way back. And we forget to talk about that was a cheap free kick to consider anyway. Umar Keita.
All men, we cannot allow that.
Yeah, indeed. Tall, lanky defenders. And that ball sailed all over us. No one was attacking that ball. And
the position in the awareness in the box was just so poor. We have very, very tall defenders, so we can't allow that to be happening in our box. That's just inexcusable.
Are the wing backs helping in defense?
We have a game plan. We have a game plan, and that was not even a run of play. That was just from a dead ball situation. We should have done better. We have tall players. We should have done better. We are not aware of the situation in the box. Indeed. And the goalkeeper has a lot to do with that.
Indeed. Indeed. Lamin Cisse. Singing well for Selo Jallo. Modu Sajo wanted to get it back to Selo. Marigo Baji clearing his line. Now heading it out. To Abdul Jaju on the deep left of the field. Abdul was trying to get past his marker, tuck from the back, and wins a free kick for Medina United. It used to be taken by Abdullah Conte, quickly turned out to Lamin Cisse. The three back line. Cisse. Was a great mark in there from the number 29, who is Lamin Kinte, who wanted to stop Ndao from placing it well for Abdullah Conte. Now Uni Global again have another chance to regroup and defend deep. They have a point to defend. Long one. Marigo Baji heading it out. Landing Jada chasing. Kinte was fouled. And that is a free kick for Uni Global inside their own territory, with Marigo Baji calling on their composer. Their gaffer is now in the technical area, who was not seen for minutes after they were trailing. And now again has something to guide. Jame to Jaju. Cisse read that well, pitching it to Landing Jata, Selo Jallo, who has a good touch to Mustafa Jaju. Mustafa Jaju is down.
Of course.
That's a foul here. He didn't touch the ball. That's a foul in any land. In any land, that's a foul. He tipped him on his ankle. But he'll be okay to continue anyway. As Uni Global's number 10 to Bojang was telling the referee I was touched as well. Now back to Keita Omar, who goes long, looks for Landing Jata. Jame heading it out. The best of defensive headers, but that was a pass to Bojang. Lamin Cisse jumps, heading it down to Jaju, but Mustafa Jaju also controls. And that was intercepted. Adam Ajata again, that's a foul. I think he's not the most pacey player we have. His recovery usually isn't the best.
I think his recovery, his positioning, the system that we are playing needs him to stay as a pivot, because TK always goes forward. Jajo is always forward. He's trying to support Selo, okay, behind the striker. So whenever we have the ball, he should know exactly where to position himself so that he cannot be coming down to find himself in a recovery situation. So he is not quick, so he has to know exactly where on the field he should be, at what time and why.
Indeed. Abdul Jaju now running inside the penalty area, trying to jink passing marker, touching it well for Omar Bojang, who controls at the edge of the box. Bojang going for delivery. That was not a cross. It doesn't look as though. And Uni Global again have another chance to break. It looks to be counter upon counter at the moment. Get a touch as we have 2 minutes of normal time to go in the first period. Quick combination, sub movement. Lamin Cisse was stretched out position at the moment. Usman Jame now on the attacking third. Jame touching it well. Juara the goal scorer, Tomarigo Baji, who goes all the way back to Usman Sanyang, their skipper. Sanyang, Tomarigo Baji. Baji goes long. Umar Keita will read that well. As he handles first time. Keita. The push from the back. Bojang controls. He looks to be that playmaker, that number 10. Anytime he's on the ball, he has that confidence and composure and calm. And for a minute, he looks to be playing like that moving DM. Jaju goes long, Selo Jallo wants the jing passes marker. But Global standing firm, Yako Usman Jame rolling it well. To Jaju, twisting and turning out of the box. Here comes the number 22 now coming in. Who's going all the way back to Sanya. The number 22 is Mamina Baji. Sanya the skipper, rolling it well to the right side at center half. The referee indicates there will be 2 minutes of added time for official there rather. And there is to be 2 minutes to be added on. And anything depending on the referee's discretion, as we already have 45 on the clock. Now, Miski that ball, Lamin Sise winning that ball back. But of course, that was won back by Global. As they're pressing deep, and that is a free kick for Global. Now felt that was not a foul, but that is a free kick anyway. Now comes the free kick for Global. As they have the sweet-footed jammer behind that, they are set piece man. And here comes the whistle. Jame looks up. That was a first time. That was not the best of decisions from the number 18. Obojan there, rather than number 10. That would have been better if it was well placed. But here comes the corner. To be taken by Bojang, taking it well for Usman Jame, who's going for a delivery, but touching it well for Bojang. Twisting and turning, lost it at the edge of the box. Jaju going all the way back. As Mustafa Jaju presses, Mamina was launching into the penalty area. Omar Keita handles, looking to go long. Mustafa Jaju was there. Marigo Baji back pedaling, who controls absolutely well, rolling it to Mamina Baji. Baji running into the opponent's half, and half-time whistle. First half for 4 goals. Wanda 4 goals. Juara Ion and Danso for Global. Modu Sajo and Selu Jallo for Medina United. It is all to play for in the second period. Half-time. Global 2, Medina United 2.
After game, maybe go home to the
Yeah. I told 1 hour
Boss, how are you? Your comments, huh?
Somebody said, why should you change the back when they are not conceding goals?
Good one. Yeah, we're back for the second period after an enthralling first 45 minutes, some sloppy defending, some goalkeeping howler, some defending this organization, and also some brilliant goals as well. Just a first half of goals, a first half of flyer, a first half of fun, and potentially a second half of more goals, which will be one of the best games in the land if the second half were to produce more goals. As already 4 provided in the first half. In Gambian second division context, isn't as many seen. But half time it was 1-2, and second half also set to start in 4 minutes. Son, what do we want to see? What do we expect in the second period?
Well, I expect both gaffers to adjust their teams, and I believe you will see that within maybe 5 or 10 minutes into the second half. That will tell you the intention of the two coaches. But I think right now Unique Global will still be cautious because they know that they are against a team that is very good. On a given day, on their day, they will just punish you. There's no way that you can stop them. But likewise, Medina just have to be very careful, and they don't just have to be complacent, because I think from complacency we have considered 2 very bad goals, which are very uncalled for. We have 12 players. How can we concede such goals in our box? Yeah, so definitely that is unacceptable. So I think things are getting heated here. You can see Unique Global coach being sent off. He's shown a marching order. So this is
Almost happened there.
Yeah, I don't know. Something is happening there.
For dissent?
Yeah. Only the referee can tell us what is happening down there, because we are focusing the game and there it goes. Medina will just have to bounce back, definitely.
Bouncing back, and the FF Cup champions have responsibility of finding the back of the net. Unique Global, on the other hand, also will say we hire for the December mission. Coming in for the December mission, they ought to have. So Omar Keita, as Medina are playing now from right to left, while Unique Global playing from left to right from where we're sitting. As Unique Global on home ground, wearing all green with some white strips. So Medina on the other hand, orange socks, orange shorts with some black socks. Modu Sadio, the scorer and the assistant of Medina's 2 goals. Abdullah Conte jinking into the opponent's half, but loses that ball and backpedaling, going back to his position. Here comes a throw to be taken by Juara, the first goal scorer opponent in the 10th minute of the game. He goes long. Abdullah Conte winning that header. Abdul Jaju touching it down in the foot of Bojang. He's still coming in, running into the penalty area, rolling it well for Selu Jalo, who was going for a back shot. He cleared for handball, but nothing says. Mustafa Jaju was going for goal again. That was a good save from Yusuf Al Samate as the ball bounced few distance before him, and it does manage to point it away for a corner for Medina United. Good early signs for Medina. So here comes the corner to be taken by Abdul Jaju. Sele wanted the handball early on, but I felt the hand was too close to the body of the Unique Global player. But here comes the corner for what will be an in-swinger for Selu Jalo. Here he comes, a long one into the far post. Abdullah Conte jumps. That was off target. I think he was a little bit scared on that. He closed his eyes before hitting that ball, and that made him miss his contact and miss his direction. But here comes the goal kick to be taken by Samate. As Baji next to him. Juara, the goal scorer, running midway through the center half. Marigo Baji goes long. Jada controls well to Lamin Sise, who's going all the way back to Omar Keita. Sending it long, looks for the run of Umar Bojang. Farigo heading it out. Selo Jalo chesting it down. Adam Ajata backpedaling. Bojang, the gaffer for Unique Global saying he's slow, referring to Adam Ajata. And then Jalo touching it down to Selo Jalo. Selo Jalo trying to turn. Great football from Chelu, who was neat on his way. It's a deadly footballer. Very, very. That's a booking, sir.
That's definitely a booking. That's definitely a booking. There shouldn't be any compromise there. I think the referee is lenient, and that is his decision. But I think it should have been a booking.
Little magician. He's reminding Gambians of Messi anyway. But where he gets this composure, I wonder, sir. I definitely do wonder.
That's natural quality. I think, like I said, he doesn't force. He takes it easy, and you can see he got
just
past,
enjoying playing football.
He got past him easily as knife through butter. So the guy was already dead. So there was no choice, but they just have to bring him down. So I think the referee was goal bound. That was promising. So if you stop that kind of a build up or a breakout, I think that should be a caution.
That should be a caution. A caution the referee didn't do. But here comes the free kick for Medina, to be taken by Mustafa Chaji for what could possibly be an out swinger. Landin Jata and Selu Jello next to him. Selu still looks to be a bit uncomfortable. But Landin Jata is the only candidate for this ball. The only candidate against a strong three-man barrier. Has tall, lanky players to collect. Now in there, so to Jata. It goes long, too close to the netminder in Samate. So it's now building play. Looks for Kinte. Kinte, nothing said the assistant referee. Advantage, Bojang, trading in a pass. But Umar Keita would gather with poise. He roasted well for Abdullah Conte. Now to Lamin Sise. Ramos on the right hand side of the defense today. On the right hand side of the back three. Matt Bojang is still forcing. He has the power. And wins a free kick for Medina United again. Again, some would argue that's a card, as he was nipped from the back. I think the referee is a bit too lenient today. And a similar position, a bit behind from where Selu Jallo was tucked from the back. I think Umar was stepped in earlier before he even managed to control this ball. He was limping, as you could see, but managed to wobble off the pressure to win the ball back for Medina. Maybe he wanted the free kick in a better position. He got one now. Bojang is still down. Mulamin Dabo is warming up anyway. He is one of Medina's electric players. Was 1-2 man of the matches so far. Same with Mustafa Jaju. Dominic Boasi to the birthday boy, who was born on this day 20 years ago. The 6th of February. Matt Bojang still seems to be nursing an almighty pain, but he is up on his feet. So here comes a flick. This time Selu Jallo placing it for an in-swinger, of course, against a two-man barrier. Mustafa Jaji to win there. Mustafa took 1 seconds ago. This time Selu Jallo putting it on a place for now, who jumps the highest and couldn't connect the goal mouth. It's a little above target. And a goal kick for Unique Global. That should have been on target, sir.
Yeah, that should have been on target. He should have done better. He's taller than everybody there, and you went up just to head the ball. There was no power. There was no power and direction to the ball, so he should have done better.
I think he was trying something from power. I think he wanted to place it as close to the goalpost as he possibly can. He directed it a little bit too much, and it went off.
Yeah, at this moment, all we need is the ball to touch the back of the net, so that we. Yeah, it doesn't matter how. So that we can relieve ourselves the pressure and then take the game to them, kill the game. That's it.
Absolutely. Conte Abdullah. Tons. Back to Ndao. Amin Sise. Jata. Risky pass. But Jata handles to now. Left-footed centre half. Conte back to now. Was turning all the way back to Omar Keita. Keita was preparing to go long. He still is. Now the centre half. Time to drag them out. Time to lure them out. Time to play in their composure. Time to be calm. He's still trying to turn. Turning in he's doing. Olusajo is calling for that. Abujaji loses that. Adamajata loses that to Bojang. But Lamin Sisa was already back defending. Back to Abdullah Conte. Here comes now. Now. Looking to go long. Switching play to landing Jata on the right hand side of the field. Jata, jinking passes Marka. That was a heavy challenge. But Jata was on his feet. Adamajata touching it down to Modu Sajo, who is Omar Bojang tucked the centre half on its way. And that's a free kick for Uni Global. Samate goes long. The gaffer wanted something else, but Abdul or Samate ignored those calls. As he went long, Landing Jata was trying to jink past his marker. Here comes Boja now. Rolling it well for Juara, the scorer of the first goal. That pass well a little bit off target, but Juara controls. Back to Bojang, that playmaker, who is going for a fourth time delivery too deep, and Omar Keita will control. Keita looking to go long. Looks for Selu Jalo. But that was a heavy throw. And Gaffer Ali Jain calling on them to find the next one. And Bakari Farigo Baji will be taking the resulting ball. They are number 6. Baji goes long. Lamin Sise with hell in the pressure. Free kick in favor of Uni Global. Inside Medina's territory. Uni Global are trying to kill the tempo of the game in the best way possible. Now comes Jame. Another swinger. Goes long. Juara jumps again. And again another free header. They got to do better with those traveling balls. Omar Keita to Abdul Jaju. Jaju looking for options. Tipped on that ball. But Abdul still on that ball again. Loading it well for Adama Jata, who is placing well for Mustafa Jaju. Jaju looks to go deep. And too deep for landing Jata. And that ball is out for a goal kick for Uni Global. I think Uni Global are trying to kill the game, tempo of the game in the best way possible.
What I'm seeing and what I don't think the coach is addressing is Uni Global has no interest in playing in their own area. They always try to come forward quickly and try to put pressure on us here so that we can concede make those mistakes, commit the fouls, and then they capitalize on the set pieces. Those are their strengths. And our strength is also to break forward quickly. We have pacey players, we have very creative players. So why are we delaying at the back here, trying to play here and making mistakes and giving the opponent to narrow the game to us? So it's giving us unnecessary pressure.
There should be a bit more of urgency.
We have to have urgency. We have to bring the game to them. We are playing in our own half and it's not working.
Indeed. Lamin Sise looks to go long. Out for a throw for Uni Global. With their number 7, Juara will be taken in. Their right wing back. Now comes Juara, goes long. Dow jumps, heading it out to Abdul Jaju, who brought the ball back into the penalty area. But Conte was there, Bojang heading it out. Still Unique Global pressing. Aramajata goes long. Morisajo just heading it down to Mustafa Jaju, who was scanning his area. Goes long to Selu Jallo. What a first time touch from Selu. Selu still running into the penalty area. Jenkins passes Marker. Hit on his way, and that's out for a corner for Medina United. That's out for a corner. Selu Jallo is down.
He got him.
He catch him on his leg, and there are difficult fouls to see because
Been hearing the sound.
Because to the referee he won the ball, and that's what usually sometimes they consider, but he overstretched his leg, and that for me was a foul. Initially I wanted to say it, but I just tried to ignore, but I felt from the word go that it was a foul, sir.
It was excessive. It was just excessive, and I think it's at the end of the day we are here. We got the sound, so I think that's his decision. But to me, I would have given it as a foul. It was just excessive. Yeah, definitely. I think Selu definitely he should have gone foot to foot with him. Yeah, and try to get the ball 100% clean. But when you get the ball and get part of the feet of the player and he goes down, now you can see it's evident. Everybody knows that now the referee should have given a foul. But that's his decision at the end of the day. But for me, it was excessive.
Indeed. So Dominic Boas is preparing to come in. For who maybe Selu Jallo who stretch off. Or would it be Morisajo who will be playing behind the strikers at the moment, remains to be seen. But one thing is apparent, Selu is going to be an almighty miss, especially in a game where you need goals. Abdul Jaju goes for the near post. Ball headed out. And Juara now pressing in the numbers. Global sprinting out. That was a great pass on the deep left of the field. But the force control from the number 11 in Abdullah Danso was in the best. And it gave Landing Jara the time to recover and time to defend. Danso still negotiating on that ball. So it's Selu Jallo who will be making way. Let me see, not fully out. A bit of an ambitious one. Dangerous game.
They are not interested in playing. Whenever they get the ball, whenever Unique Global gets the ball, they go quickly away from their own half, try to bring the game to us, and we are soaking pressure. And come on, that was threatening. So I think we just have to. We cannot just be playing deep like this. We have the team that can put pressure on Unique Global and narrow the game to them. So we cannot just be playing like this. It's a risk. They have the capability of hurting us. So if they play in our own zone, so there can be a problem. So we just have to address this. We have to come out. We have to push the game to them. We have to take the game to them. Simple.
Indeed, taking the game to them should be the primary objective now. Adama Jata to take the resulting ball. So Dominic Boasi and Molamin double preparing to come in. Dawo won the man of the match on his Medina debut. That was against Gunjur United in Nyamina football field. Dominic Boasi, Medina's MVP last season. He was born on this day 20 years ago. He's the birthday boy who scored some important goal for Medina in the semi-final of the FF Cup against TVCO last season, against BK Milan at the Basori football field, and so much more. Molamin Dabo, a lawyer from Real de Banjul, played in the second division with Elite United last year, scored so many goals for Elite, played in different roles, not just as a striker, a winger, and even the fullback position. So they have the responsibility of finding the second goal for Medina United. But that's coming in, great defending from Landing Jata. What a way to read that and sprint back. That's what you call efforts and commitment.
Yeah, definitely. His recovery was timely there, and as you can see, Unique Global has a game plan. Their number 7 is the guy with the pace, and he can deliver those crosses. He can make those very good passes. So like I said, they have no interest in playing in their own zone, because to them that's dangerous, because when they lose the ball there's a problem. If they commit a foul there's a problem. So they bring the same game, a reverse game, to us. They force us to commit fouls here. They capitalize on the set pieces and they punish us. So I don't don't know why we are still playing in our own half. I don't know why.
I don't know why indeed. So Moulamin Dabo and Selu Jallo and Umar Bojang are making way. So Moulamin Dabo will be on the striking department. That means Modou Sadio will be taking Selu's position, while Dominic Boissy and Moulamin Dabo up front. So the coach needs first legs in that attacking third. Yeah, double stop, yeah. That's what it's done. It's just Selu, I think, took too much time leaving the fray. He was working, he was not happy with that substitution anyway. Handball, Bojang, good call from the central referee. Free kick for Medina United in their own territory. The referee telling Bojang, leave the ball. The moment the whistle go, you got to leave the ball. 19 minutes on the clock. A little over 26 minutes to go. 26 minutes for both teams to find the winner, as both teams are trying to ensure that they don't concede. Global behind the ball at the moment. Now, risky football. Jenkins passes Marker. Does manage to win it back. Playing on the plate for Modou Sadio. Sadio, who is now spreading play. Moulamin Dabo, but that was worked out for a corner. Initially, it was risky from Dao, but he jink passes Marker, even though he succeeded, but it's still risky. Risk is just a risk in any land. And that's the corner. With Modou Sadio is in there. Moulamin Dabo too is running in the tech. Yes, he's the dead ball specialist in that corner department. Now he's definitely taller than every player in the fray. He's taller than everyone and he's good aerially. So he's the target man for sure with Adam Ajata. That was a poor one. Oh, it looked to be a training ground practice anyway. Initially looked poor, but in the end it looked perfect. Back for another corner. I think Lamin Cisse was at the near post. Lamin and no, it was Modou Sadio. Lamin Cisse and Modou Sadio, yeah. So here comes Moulamin Dabo. This time going long. That is a free kick for Uni Global at their own territory. Farigo Baji is okay to continue. He may not need the support from the officials. So Moulamin Dabo on the left, while Boissy on the right of the attack. Now comes Samate, goes long. Lamin Cisse winning that ball, but not entirely won. Jaju, the first half substitute who replaced Ismaila Fall in the early stages of the first half. Great switch of play to Kinte, whose first touch wasn't the best. Abdul Jaju watching it all the way out, running out for a goal kick, a throw-in rather for Medina United, which is to be taken by Abdullah Conte. Conte to Ndao. Back to Abdullah Conte, calm and composed, playing it back to Ndao. They are not interested in pressing the attack deep. Switching play to Lamin Cisse. He's struggling to have a view on that due to the race of the sun on his eyes. Mustafa Jaju ought to go all the way back to Omar Keita, the goalkeeper who guided Medina to the FF Cup crown last season. Saved Medina on so many penalty shootouts against Hearts, against Wabanjul, against Birkama United, against TMT in the final. Dominic Boissy controls. He's trying to jink past his marker. The ball won off his foot. Kinte. Trying to press. Mustafa Jaju winning that ball back. But it's one back Juara, who is definitely pacey, definitely electric. Running into the penalty area. Jink pass to playing on a plate. Adam Ajata helping that defense line with a good cover. Mamina. Lamin Cisse winning that ball. Mamina again winning it back for Uni Global. Jame. Mamina creating that space. Jame going for a first time delivery. Great pass to Bojang. Odanso Darada, who was trying to turn. The referee was not interested. Dominic Boissy running into the opponent's attack. Controls absolutely well. Playing it well for Mustafa Jaju. Jaju twisting and turning. Still winning that ball. To much cheers from the supporters. What a pass to Abdul Jaju. Jaju now running inside the penalty area. Jaju playing it well to Moulamin Dabo, who tries to turn. Tip on his feet. The referee watches and says nothing. That looked to be a foul. It definitely does. But Mohamed Dabo is back on his feet. Gaffer Ali Jang wanted Abdullah Conte to go, and that is a penalty. That is a penalty. The first one I agreed with you. This one, no, sir.
Absolutely. I don't have to. In as much as I give referees the respect, and I also give them credit for the good job that they are doing. I think they are doing very well nowadays. If you see it, the Gambian game, but I think he got that one wrong at that time, and he has to think about this one because, like I said, the other one was a penalty, and somebody said it was soft, but this one is a clear penalty. You don't get the defeat of the player.
Myself, I said I was not fighting for not whistling that one. I felt it, even though it was penalty, it could be soft, but this one is a clear penalty. By Ireland, he already got past his marker. The only way he could have stopped Mohamed Dabo is by tipping him down, which exactly he did, because he see that it was absolutely well.
Yeah, that was a sitter. Dabo would have just buried that. There was no chance, no explanation. That's just a penalty. You just have to punish the player. You just have to punish the defender for doing that because he's completely beaten. There's no way he could recover.
He was even guilty after the foul.
He knows it's a penalty.
You could see him looking at the referee himself.
He's off the hook.
Yeah. And play on. Game on. Kinte for Unique Global. To send one into Medina's territory, but leaving it for Bojang. The attacking midfielder, the playmaker for Unique Global, who also looks to be not just good with his feet, but even with his hands. He'll be launching one in the penalty area. That will be a mini corner. Bojang comes. Great delivery from Bojang. Now holding that out. The ball not fully cleared. Great save by Omar Keita against Usman Jame, out for a corner. That was a Trivela kick and out of the boot. Mohamed Dabo and Dominic Boasi waiting for second balls or long ball deliveries. Here comes a teasing ball from Jame. That was again another delivery. I think Umar Kela did the safest thing, tipping it out for a corner. Tactical plans there. Yeah, I think Mohamed Dabo was stepping down Juara. Foul. So the central referee, Marqueta to take. He's in a hurry. He changes his mind at the last minute, playing well for Abdul Jaju, who controls well, jinking past his marker. Contento Abdul Jaju. Mohamed Dabo. That's a throw for Medina United. Has to be taken by Abdul Jaju. Mohamed Dabo controls, coming down for the ball. Offside. Abdul Jaju denied. He felt he was in a running environment, giving those F gestures to the assistant referee, but he is seemingly not satisfied with that call.
I think he's slightly offside. He's slightly offside. He went a little bit early, so
fractionally too early.
Yeah, he's too early. Yeah, so that's an offside.
That's an offside. Abdullah Conte winning that header, out for a throw. For Unique Global to be taken by Juara, Ibrahima Juara, the scorer of their first goal. We done so the second. Conte, the ball not fully cleared. Bojang into the penalty area. Landing touching it down for Mustafa Jaju, who was trying to turn, laying it well for Dominic Boasi on the right hand side, who's touching it down for Landing Jata. It's 3 against 3 now for Medina. That was too deep. But Farigo lost it that. Boasi trying to run into the penalty area, going for a left boot delivery, still controlling against Farigo Baji. And that is a mal pass there. Now control. Adama Jata turning. Switching play to Abdou Jaju, who's touching it down well for Lamin Dabo, who's now running into the penalty area. Dabo trying to turn. Was placing himself for a drive. Nothing. Dabo still turning and release the ball. Salah claim. But here comes Kinte for Uni Global. Juara.
He's on the ball. They are not running to make the movements. Help them out. You are just flat waiting for him to break through all of them.
Alpha Medina United throw. Lamin Dabo controls. Dabo was pushed from the back, and there is a Medina United free kick. I think the rule in the Premier League nowadays, I don't know, I think the FIFA, I don't know, IFAB, that if you touch the ball or kick the ball after a free kick, it's a yellow card. Or that is not yet taken by the Gambia or not yet adopted by the Gambia, sir?
It's a law for everybody. It's just that the players are misbehaving and the referee is not doing anything. He's too lenient today, I don't know. But he should have been giving those cautions. Those cards should have been flying. Doesn't matter how many cards you fly in a game. Doesn't change.
A card is a card.
If it is a card, it's a card. Doesn't change your level, doesn't change your capability. If it is a card, it's a card. If it is a foul, it's a foul. So you just have to flash it. You just have to make the decision.
Did. Conte. Jaju. Back to Abdullah Conte. Back to Ndao. The tall lanky centre half. Omar Keita was giving him that option of another centre half. He's now playing a little bit too deep. Keita going long, looking for the run of Boasi Dominic. Farigo Baji, who is one of their best defenders today, clearing that out. Jaju with the first time control was going long. But now we watch it out all the way to Omar Keita. Keita controls. Now it's a sloppy pass. Lack of concentration there from Kinte. Lamin Dabo brought down. Nothing said, the assistant central referee there. Keita giving him the defensive cover. That was a foul. Mustafa Jaju going long. Defensive header. Morisajo heading it back. And now Abdou Jaju again running inside the penalty area. This time no offside. This time the flag is down. Playing it well on the deep left of the field. Mustafa Jaju winning that best communication there with Adama Jata, who is still trying to turn. Jata rolling it on the deep left for Abdou Jaju, who controls first time, playing it well for Lamin Dabo, who is turning, switching play. That was too deep for Dominic Boasi. And it sails over the defense line and out for a goal kick for Uni Global. What can both teams do, or what can Medina do to get that goal, sir? Do they need another striker?
What I'm saying is, let's push the game. Let's come up. Let's come out of our zone. We are too deep. We are too deep. We are not bringing in the numbers enough. That's why when Dabo has the ball, you don't see enough movement in the box for him to release the pass, because there's nobody making the run, because we don't have bodies up front. So you can't blame him. When he gets the ball, they are waiting for him to get past everybody to make the pass. No, people have to help him off the ball.
How about one of the defenders for a striker, and possibly Abdou Jaju going, or one of the defenders for a left fullback, and possibly Abdou Jaju going up front now, with may possibly Bouakar Jaito coming to the left fullback position? What do you think?
What I think is the problem is not the players on the pitch. The problem is what we are doing now.
Formation?
It's the approach. It's the approach. It's the game plan. we are too deep. And you see, every ball we lose it in our own half. You see, every ball we are losing it in our own half. We are playing here unnecessarily. We have to get the bodies up there, try to pin Unique Global in their own half and take the game to them, because we have quality that can finish the game. So the more we play in their half, the better chances we create. But if we keep running to recover and running to go forward to catch up with the forward balls, it's going to take a toll on the players.
Indeed. Back to Ninat Minder.
See how many players.
Man down too many numbers in the defensive half.
Already there. We have half of.
I think Maurice Sadio is also not playing the role right. He's more operating on either wings than just behind the strikers, I think.
He's not playing central as a central midfielder. He was deployed to play in that central role to support the strikers, but
just behind them.
He is playing off his position, and the midfield has a vacuum now. There's a big gap there, and that is where Unique Global is building on. So they try to bring us inside, to cave us inside, cluster us in the middle, and then they play out to their number 7. Yeah, simple.
Yeah, indeed. La Conte and Abdou Jaju. I mean, she's all needing a bit of refresher there with 33 minutes on the clock. This is a game to win, especially with the neighbors losing points, Elliot dropping points, Carnifing is dropping points yesterday. Horse are coming in, thumping SAW United by 3 goals to 0. She did to get the points and go to the top table. Farigo Baji is down. Wagadu losing. Wow, Serakunda FC. Wabanjul drawing with Samga. Yes, Samga too were also so close. So Samga winning could even take them all the way close. So they're also dropping points. This is an absolute almighty opportunity to get the win, indeed, and go on top of the table with perhaps a bit of breather. We just ended so close. Go direct. Usman Cham is telling him, the assistant coach. As Unique Global preparing a double substitution, they look to be. Samate also is down. Are they killing time?
Yeah, they are.
So their number 9 is making way, or number 9 is coming in there rather.
This is the forward we needed in the beginning of this.
9 in and 27 in. 9 is Marong and 27 is also in Lamarana Jallo. Marong and Lamarana Jallo in. You mean this is the forward we needed from the start?
Yeah, definitely the forward we needed. I think this is the forward we needed from the start. Dominic should have been here, Dawo should have been here, and Abdou Jaji should have been here. This is a little forward. If they were here from the beginning, we would have punished Unique Global. They would have conceded a lot of goals. So there was no firepower up front, and now we have it. But I think it might be a bit too late. Yeah.
As Unique Global are now sitting deep. Landing Jata going for a delivery. Too deep for Samate. Yusufa Samate, the netminder, who are now at the moment playing with 10 men. With one of their best defenders this afternoon, Farigo Baji, down, nursing a bit of pain. He's already out, okay? So he's already replaced. Wow, that's an almighty miss. That is an almighty miss there. And the number 27 is the one who came in to replace him in Lamarana Jallo. Is this the Lamarana Jallo I saw at Birkama last season? I'm not too sure. I am not too sure. So I will leave it at that. But against Medina last season, Lamarana Jallo, who definitely resembled him, was on the field. But I'm not sure in any way. But here comes the free kick. Jamie behind that for Unique Global. And then Lamarana Jallo too is a centre back. Osman Jame whipping in a delivery onto the far post, and out for a goal kick for Medina United.
Dealing with aerial balls.
Yeah, I wonder why they're struggling to deal with aerial balls. The tall, lanky players all at the back line, especially the tallest on the pitch is in Medina side. I think two of the tallest players in the field are all Medina players, Aramajata and Dau.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Umar Keita.
Yes.
3.
So you cannot have the balls.
Indeed. Lamarana Jallo heading it out. Dau push from the back. Free kick for Medina United. And the Jata to Molamin Dabo. Is Medina back to back for a moment? Abdullah Conte looked to be playing in the left side of the defense, or that's just a switch of play? Okay. Still 3. But Abdul Jaji is now more into the attacking half than he was initially.
Firepower. They are trying to put that firepower closer to the
Penalty area.
to the penalty area, to the goal area. So that's the same firepower I was talking about the first half. If we had these players, by now we would have been saying something else.
Indeed. So Mustafa Jaji will be taking the resulting ball. A free kick for Medina, just a little inside of Unix half. Long one. Greatly headed out by Mamina. Still not fully clear. Landing Jal touching it back for Mustafa Jaju for another opportunity to deliver one in. Landing Jata was not back to his proper feet before Mustafa laid to him, and I think the pass was a bit too heavy. And Usman Jame will be taking the resulting ball for Unique Global FC, who are currently before this game 11 on the table with 12 points. They're going long. Lamens is backpedaling, heading it out to Mustafa Jaju, who wanted to connect Landing Jata but failed to do so. Morisajo was already coming back to help the defense line. More Lamin Dabo trying to lay it on the. That is a foul, yeah. I think he tipped Dominic on his way in. He dragged his shot, and that's a free kick for Medina United. Gafalujani calling Mustafa Jaju to deliver one, which is good. And Njata is back. Mustafa Jaju going to the far post. That is offside. I wonder.
I've not seen any orange move before that.
And they were all on the same line before the ball was taken. For Samata goes long. Abdullah Conte heading it out. Here comes Jaju. Jaju playing it well for Kinte. Was trying to thread in a pass. Lamin Sisa read that absolutely well. Ramos, they call him, what a defender. An absolute super defender. Here comes the corner. Not the best of deliveries. Moulami Dabo, who was back, winning that ball back to Mustafa Jaju. Not fully cleared. Jame Usman was turned to turn and winning. It's a throw for Medina United to be taken by Abdul Jaju quickly. Jaju leaving it for Abdullah Conte, who is out to go on. You know, Global preparing another substitution with Lamin Bojan, the number 18, preparing to come in. They worked it out. Lamin Cesar jumps, heading it down on his path. He's definitely strong. Adam Majata winning that ball back. Nothing. He goes long this time, looks for the run of Dominic Boasi, who I feel is limping. I feel he's limping. I wonder why. It's not his pace though. So Bojang, the number 18, preparing to come in.
What number is it?
Number 18. The one who's coming in? Well, it looks to be like that. Lamin Bojang, the number 8, 29 is off for 18. The throw to be taken by Juara. Conte to Mustafa Jaju. Step from the back. Conte placing it well for now. So Lamin Cisse. Cisse Lamin. Now comes now. Playing well for Abdullah Conte. Lamarana Jallo to take the resulting ball for Uni Global. As time is already running out for both teams. 43 minutes on the clock, 2 minutes of normal time to go. Now backpedaling, and that's a free kick for Uni Global FC. He apologizes there. Juara, the number 7, will be taking the resulting ball again for Uni Global. It was a goal gallo in the first period, not so now in the second period. The ball headed out. Bojang miscues that. As they're coming in with numbers. Lamin poking it out from one Lamin Dabo, who is definitely patient and will try to keep that ball in play. He does keep it in play. Abdul is running inside the penalty area. The delivery from one Lamin Dabo was in the best. And Landin Jata again. Placing it from one Lamin Dabo, who is trying to connect Landin Jata. But Chame was already back to help the defense line. Out for a throw. Taken quickly by Bojang. 4 minutes to be added on. Hadim Gum coming in. He could be the savior for Medina United, as he was against RS Talending. Lamarana Jallo. Mamina Baji. All the way back to the netminder Samate. Samate rolling into the left side at center half. Uni Global enjoying a bit of more of right in their penalty area. Conte Abdullahi jumps. He wants to connect Abdul Jaji. It's too deep. Juara. 4 minutes added on. Mustafa Jaju. Now the yellow cards are coming out at the nick of full time anyway. That is wobbling off. Hadim Gum preparing to come in. And Modu Sajo making way for Hadim Gum. He came in and scored at the last minute against RS Talending. Again, have another responsibility of putting the ball in the back of the net. Mustafa Jaji to take the resulting free kick. Here he comes. That was too wide offside against Ndau. And free kick for Uni Global, who would definitely be delighted with a point. Samata Yusuf to take. Now jumps. Jam heading it out. Adam Majada poking it in. Hadim Gum chasing. He does manage to keep it in play, but only as far as Global players. Hadim Gum still coming in, sending one into the penalty area. Juara backpedaling. Molamin Dabo putting his feet in front of that ball. Now heading it out for for Abdullah Conte, who now have a few minutes to chase. Abdul Jaju controlling it first time. Look for the run of Mustafa Jaju. Not fully in. Both teams chasing that goal, that important goal. Molamin Dabo control, touching it deep for Abdul Jaju, who is chasing that ball with his life. Abdul failed to keep it in play. And that's out for a goal kick again for Unique Global. For a 2-2 scoreline for what could possibly be the final real action of the game. As they look to be content with that point. Landing Jadu coming in again. Chipping it off for Mustafa Jaju. Jaju was looking for space. Switching play to Hadim Gom. What a pass! They have a man down. Perhaps for a killer. Like I said earlier, they are definitely satisfied with the point. They definitely are. Wagado Serakunda 1-1. This should have been a day for Medina to go on top. Wabanjula Samga 2 sharing the spoils. Wow. Unique Global also sharing the spoils. So it's a game for draws in the country second division. Has all of the 3 games. No team.
Next week is a decider.
Next week is a decider. I think Medina are playing with a little small football field next Wednesday. Dominic Boasi was pushed down. Mamina Baji coming in, rolling in the pass. They have a final push for goal. That's pressing in with numbers. Here comes Danso. Now ready to well. Out for a goal kick for Medina United. Okay, the switching play to Molamin Dabo, who for a moment looked to be coming back to footballs. Dabo still running into the penalty area, still push from the back, free kick for Medina. What could be the final real push? Touching it well for Hadim Gom. Sending in a delivery, Lamarana Jella touching it out. Out for a throw for Unique, for Medina United. On the deep left of the field. As already we have the 4 minutes of additional time, all done and dusted.
For me, every game
He's a sweet player, very good on the ball. And that's the full-time whistle. Another share of the spoils at the Bilkama Boxbar Mini Stadium. Both teams giving the all for 2-0, but in the end, it was the shares full-time. Unique Global 2, Medina United 2.